Here's a couple of cars right here, and these are hoppers. These look like grain hoppers, but you can't ride these. There ain't nowhere to sit. That's a good example of one that you can't ride. Some of them got two big holes in the front, and you can get it. There's like a big triangle space in there. Some guys call those the Cadillac hoppers. Well, I don't know what the people call them. I like riding in those ones though, because there's like a big old triangle. You can get way up out of the way. Nobody can see you. Yeah, see, there ain't nowhere to sit on either one of these. So you wouldn't want to jump on something like this. That's too fast to get on. It seems like the train is going slowest way back there. You'd have to be like way back there. There's been a number of trains today that have came by real slow. And once they get to about where I'm at, they start picking up speed again. Like as it comes by, it's just barely creeping at first. But then they start picking up speed again, so I haven't seen a single train stop today. I've been here for like, I don't know how many hours. I've been here for a number of, like, all day, and not a single train has stopped, but there's been like 10 that have gone by. Yeah, I just been sitting next to the train tracks all day. There's been about 12 different trains gone by. None of them have stopped though. Most of them are going northbound. Only one of them went south. But some of them came by pretty slow. You could almost jump on, but this really ain't the spot to hop out at. So we're breaking down camp and looking for a train. The other day we sat by the tracks and waited and we were at the wrong spot. And then last night we got here to this spot, and I've only seen one train stop here. Well, it didn't even stop, but last night, like right after we set up camp, then sure enough, finally a train rolls by, and it was going definitely slow enough that you could jump on it. But so anyways, this morning we're gonna see if we can catch a ride. So we found a train and it's loaded, and so it's got to be going somewhere. I couldn't imagine it'll be here for too long. I can't tell if it's going north or south. I walked down a little ways, and actually I think this is the back of the train. I think the train ends back over there and it's going north, but I don't know if that's just because they broke this one up and it's gonna sit here for the day or overnight, or I don't know. This one wasn't here last night, and so it must have either showed up overnight or just got here this morning. Either way, I don't know. This is the first ride I've seen that you can actually get on that's loaded, and so we're just gonna get on it and wait it out. I mean, we got enough food and water. We could stay on the train for the next 3 or 4 days, really, or probably 3 days. So anyways, keep you posted. So we got some workers down here. we've been moving this train forward and backward, and we were like 2 tracks over. We were over there and we were way back there, and then we pulled forward and backed up and pulled forward and backed up, and we went on the other side of that, and now we're over here. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, but the trailer, a lot of these trailers are loaded with lumber, like that one right there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's all loaded with 2x6s. So I couldn't imagine this thing would sit for too long. This is Wichita. Pulling into Enid, Oklahoma. It's kind of like northwest of Oklahoma City. It's called Enid, E-N-I-D, or something like that. And I think up here the train can go left to Oklahoma City or keep going straight. I'm not sure what it's going to do up at this junction. I don't know if we're going to stop or just keep rolling through, but we've been moving for a couple hours, so we'll see. Yeah, we just bought this battery bank here at the local hardware store, and I got me a bucket too. That'll make it a lot easier to... Every time I put stuff in plastic bags, the bag always rips, and you end up, you know, dropping everything, or you can't carry it. And so I just got a bucket. Oops. We're just gonna charge stuff up. This town's pretty cool. Yeah, that train last night ended up stopping in or no, it didn't make the turn to Oklahoma City, so it was headed towards Fort Worth. that other leg goes straight to Fort Worth. And so I just jumped off. I figured it's kind of hot. I'm gonna actually see if we can catch a northbound out of here and just go north and wait for it to cool down. It's coming on, it's September right now, so hopefully it should start cooling down. And I don't want to go south too soon, because once we get down there, we're going to be stuck down there for the next 3 or 4 months. You know, I might as well spend as much time in the north as we can. So anyways, I think we're going to turn around. We're going to try to anyways turn around and head towards Omaha. But this town's pretty cool. It's like, these are the kind of towns I like hanging out in. It's not that big and it's not that small. It's got everything you need, and you don't have to, you know, it's small enough where you don't have to walk forever, but it's big enough that, you know, you can get everything that you need here. So this is actually a pretty cool little town to hang out in, or you know, pass through. But there's been every train I've seen that goes by right here is usually they stop or they go real slow, and most of them have been slow enough that you could easily get on. I don't know, I haven't spent much time sitting over by the tracks because I just got here last night, so I've been walking around town. But I'm gonna go back over there probably this afternoon, and after we charge everything up, I'll go back over there this afternoon and just spend a couple days hanging out watching trains, or maybe I'll get on something, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But I'd like to find a northbound if possible, and head back up to Omaha or head back up to South Dakota or something, and just hang out up there for a while until it cools down. So anyways, check this thing out. It's right next to the hardware store. It's like a giant metal sculpture thing. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I don't know what they got going on here, but some type of manufacturing. If you look real closely, I think I see a northbound, and it's going about slow enough to jump on too. Oh, this big truck's in the way. You see it over there? That looked like a northbound to me. And that thing's moving real slow. Alright, look at all that. We got a full battery right there. We got lots of beer, lots of drinks, lots of food, lots of water. We got everything. Now we're just hanging out, waiting next to the tracks to see what comes along. There's one train sitting down there, and I think that's the one they took apart earlier. That's that one that was going forward and backing up. It's on the sideline. The main line, I think, is this one closest to us. Anyways, they tore that train down, or they broke it up into chunks, and it's on the sidelines just sitting there. So I have no idea when that train is leaving, but I'm just gonna sit right here and watch. Just kind of watch the trains and see what they do. I've only been here a day, so I don't care if I don't leave for the next 3 or 4 days. It really doesn't make any difference to me. But look at this guy. It's like the 10th little chigger I've flicked off my legs in the last 10 minutes, man. So we made it back to Topeka, or I mean, we made it back to Wichita. I'm sorry, not Topeka, Wichita. And the train we were on is on the other side of this one that's moving. They took it apart and parked it. They might have just been taking the tankers out of it, and maybe they're just separating the tankers from the hoppers, and they're going to take the hoppers to one location and the tankers to another. I'm not sure, but these all seem to be empty. I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go, I guess. So we made it back to Wichita, and we found a ride. Right now we're just hanging out in the bowling alley. Not much is going on. They've moved a couple of them forward and backward, and